deeper into the realm of digital innovation, we witness the youth of Zanzibar employing social media platforms to showcase sustainable practices and the breathtaking landscape of their home. From stunning aerial shots captured by drones to captivating virtual reality experiences, they are building a bridge between the tangible and the intangible, drawing Zanzibar closer to the world and the world closer to Zanzibar. It is therefore, ladies and gentlemen, imperative to emphasize that digital innovation is not merely a marketing tool. It is an instrument of profound change, with all of Ahmed, a determined young entrepreneur who introduced a mobile app to connect tourists with local tour guides. His innovation ensures authenticity, cultural immersion, and a fair distribution of income within our local community. So, ladies and gentlemen, Zanzibar optimizes the true essence of sustainability tourism, where locals and visitors coexist harmoniously, nourishing each other's spirits without compromising the delicate balance of the island's ecosystem. Honorable Minister, had an opportunity to interact with our communities. What a divine, what a hospitality. These have been shaped as brand ambassadors of this beautiful destination of our beloved continent. In the words of the iconic pioneer of digital innovation, Steve Jobs, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower, which I believe that all of us here, we are going to be leaders at the end of this session. We are not going to be spectators, we are not going to be followers, but we are going to lead the way so that we achieve the agenda item goals of our forefathers. Zanzibar is not merely following a path, it is a blazing trail led by its youth, united in their determination to preserve their heritage, safeguard their nature, and forge a sustainable future. The endeavors of this visionary young mind not only enhance the potential for economic growth, but also cultivate a profound sense of pride and belonging within the local community. Let us all remember that our youth are not mere bystanders. You are not bystanders. They are co-creators, they are catalysts, and they are inspirations for change. We need a change in Africa. We cannot stand by, we cannot watch while our continent is still perceived as an undeveloped continent. We need to take our stand proudly and reshape our destination. So therefore, Zambia's captivating landscape and rich cultural tapestry provide the perfect canvas upon which this youth vision flourishes, activating visitors who are not passive observers but active participants in the journey towards a sustainable and immersive tourism experience. As we embark, ladies and gentlemen, on this International Youth Tourism Summit, let us wholeheartedly embrace the spirit of youth and the vision of digital innovators. Let us celebrate the extraordinary achievements of Zanzibar's youth in shaping the sustainable future of tourism. Together, we can forge a legacy that showcases how the youth passion of digital innovation can create a lasting and create a sustainable and create an enchanting world for generations to come. Therefore, I thank you, and may the creative spirit of our youth continue to bloom like a thriving Zanzibar Spice Garden, the honor is up to you. It is your responsibility to come and build a sustainable, beautiful continent. I have always maintained that the continent of Africa is going to be the powerhouse of the global community. That is why now you can see the formation of BRICS, where the Western powers and Eastern powers, they've realized that economic growth will only be achieved when we unite with Africa. But we are saying is African tourism, but we cannot wait for the West to come and shape our destiny. But we need to stand by our forefathers' vision, the African Union, to say what is it that we can do ourselves? What is it that we can accelerate to break the divide that has separated us as member states, the divide that has separated as brothers and sisters, and start creating our own legacy in our beautiful continent. When you have run the race, the question is, are you going to look back and say, I have done my part, I have ran a good race, therefore there is a crowd that is waiting for me, that is waiting for me. It is time for us to unite our resolve as young people and claim our space and claim our position so that we can help our forefathers in driving the agenda of our Africa emancipation, economical emancipation. We might enjoy the political independence by leadership, but the question is our communities, are they also celebrating the economical emancipation? It is time for us to stand together, both young and old. Let us unite with one objective in mind, to say, how do we drive our African agenda? How do we create a positive, sustainable legacy in terms of our economy and also in terms of our tourism? Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. May we propel, may we get excited, may we ignite that vortex installed in each one of you. Let's create entities that will create employment to our community. Thank you, and may the good Lord be with us and help us to achieve our vision to liberate our beautiful continent. I thank you.
Thanks so much, Mr. Gustav. So, a quick recap to young people, and I quote, youth are not merely bystanders. We are the core of change. Can you repeat that? Okay? Youth are not merely bystanders. We are core of change. Okay? We go. 1, 2, 3. How did you believe that? What are you saying? Did you even believe that? Okay, say it like you mean it. Be part of what you speak. Okay? We go again. 1, 2, and 3. Bystanders. We are the core of change. Hand of applause for Mr. Houston. Thank you so much. That was a big ball of wisdom and encouragement for young people to push forward for African development and us taking control of the change that we want to see and being part of that change, of course. Without wasting further time, I'd like to welcome Mr. 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔. He is the Second Secretary for Tourism and Public Diplomacy at the Mission. that is the Malawi High Commission in Tanzania. Please, a large hand of applause as he makes his way towards the podium. Karibu sana, Mr. 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔. You're welcome.
Honorable Suleiman Makani, Minister for Blue Economy and Fisheries. I hope I got that correctly. Honorable Rashid Isalaka, District Commissioner, Urban West, Mr. 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔, and everyone here present. Today it is an honor that I stand before you to represent one of the most vibrant women in Africa, Honorable 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕🔂, Minister of Tourism in Malawi. She's a leader, a soldier, and an advocate for good change of what we are focusing on today, youth and tourism. In an era marked by unprecedented connectivity and growing concern for the world we inhabit, Malawi believes that it is crucial for us to recognize the symbiotic relationship between young people and the tourism industry. This industry, when approached with a focus on people, planet, and prosperity, has the power to shape our future positively. First and foremost, let us acknowledge the immense potential of our youth. Our Honorable Minister believes that the energy, creativity, and passion that define us and be harnessed to revolutionize the tourism sector. As young individuals, we possess a unique perspective freed by the limitations of past generations. Like our Honorable Minister believes, she always says on programs that ideas can bring fresh life into the industry, ensuring that it remains vibrant and relevant. However, as we embark on this journey, we must never forget the importance of placing people at the center of our endeavors. Tourism has the power to bridge cultural divides, foster understanding, and promote peace. As we explore the new destination and interact with communities, she believes that we must approach them with respect, empathy, and willingness to learn. By doing so, we foster a meaning of connection, break down stereotypes, and build a global community grounded in mutual respect. We must be inspired by other guidance while studying that for our own identity, so that it is not lost in the process of that inspiration. Our hope is in the youth who must preserve culture to carry forward to future generations. A people without identity is a lost people. Honorable 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕🔂's message stands unaltered. She reminds us all that we must be mindful of the impact our actions have on the planet. Sustainable tourism is not just a buzzword for responsibility, but we must wholeheartedly embrace. Our actions today will determine the health of our planet to future generations. As young people, we must champion eco-friendly practices, minimize our carbon footprint, and protect the natural and cultural treasures that make our world so extraordinary. By adopting sustainable practices, we can ensure that tourism remains a force for good, preserving the environment and benefiting local communities for years to come. Finally, we must not overlook the economic potential of the tourism industry. When managed responsibly, tourism can be a catalyst for prosperity, driving economic growth, creating jobs, and alleviating poverty. By investing in youth education and training, we can equip ourselves with the skills needed to thrive in this sector and unlock a world of opportunities. As young entrepreneurs, innovators, and leaders, we can contribute to the economic development of our communities. Empowering those around us and getting a brighter future for all. In conclusion, she asked me today to say to everyone that youth and tourism are tangled in a powerful bond. By embracing our role as change agents and approaching tourism with a focus on people, planet and prosperity, we can shape a future that is inclusive, sustainable, and prosperous. She also has to seize this opportunity to create a tourism industry that celebrates diversity, protects our planet, and empowers our communities. Together, we can build a legacy that future generations will be proud of. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔. Asante sana. With great pleasure, I'd like to welcome a young lady who's devoted and motivated to make sure that young people have a purpose, but stand up for what they believe in. I believe she has a lot to share with us today. And, okay, I won't use much words. But I'd like to welcome 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔, the founder and managing director of Zanzibar, for her speech with respect to Zanzibar International Youth Tourism Summit 2023. But not only that, Ms. Mafuna, may you please also use the opportunity to welcome our honorable guest of honor when you're done. Teresa, please. Large round of applause for our host, Ms. Mafuna.
Hello everyone, good morning. I'm talking to the youth of now and later everywhere. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Did you see how Saraka spoke to you? He was very energetic. Did you see how Mr. 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔, they were very energetic. Don't forget Mr. Calvin and the rest. So I need your energy. Good morning. Thank you so much. Dear Honorable Guest of Honor, Honorable Suleiman Makame, Minister for Blue Economy and Fisheries, Honorable DC, Honorable Rashid Saraka, Mr. 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔, Chairman of Africa Tourism Board, Ambassador Mary Kalikawe, Regional Ambassador of Africa Tourism Board, Mr. Kelvin Pulugwe, who is representative of the Minister for Tourism in Malawi, who is the Second Secretary of Tourism and Public Diplomacy at the mission, from Malawi High Commission, Tanzania, participants and delegates, invited guests, media, dear ladies and gentlemen, good morning once again. Dear ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, fellow youth activists, entrepreneurs, and established partners from around the world, I stand before you today in the enchanting land of Zanzibar to extend the warmest of a welcome to each and every one of you. It is with great pleasure that we gather here for Zanzibar International Youth Tourism Summit 2023. This summit is testament to the relentless efforts of Zanzibar youth activists and strategists who have worked tirelessly to establish the Zanzibar initiative, and I am truly honored to serve as the coordinator of this remarkable event. As we embark on these 5 extraordinary days, we are not only celebrating our shared commitment to fostering sustainable tourism, but also emphasizing in the pivotal role of youth in shaping the future of our world. Our theme for this summit is the role of youth in digital innovation for sustainable tourism. Reflects our dedication to harnessing the power of innovation, technology, and collaboration in building a prosperous future for Zanzibar, Tanzania, and the global tourism community. Zanzibar, nestled in the heart of East Africa, has long been renowned for its natural beauty and cultural richness. However, in recent years, we have witnessed a transformation that truly exemplifies the potential of our youth. Through the visionary Zanzibar economic policy of blue economy, tourism and entrepreneurship, our young people have found new opportunities for growth and empowerment. The blue economy policy has opened up avenues for youth engagement in sustainable fishing, marine conservation, and ecotourism. Our technology-savvy youth are harnessing digital tools to enhance the visitors' experiences, making Zanzibar a prime destination for travelers seeking authentic and environmentally responsible adventures. Dear guests of honor, dear ladies and gentlemen, our journey toward sustainability is not isolated. It aligns seamlessly with the principles advocated by the World Tourism Organization regarding sustainability and responsible tourism practices. We are committed to preserving our natural wonders, such as Tumbe Island Coral Park, a World Heritage Site that serve as a shining example of how conservation and tourism can coexist harmoniously. I would like to take this moment to express our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔, the Chairman of Africa Tourism Board, for gracing us with his presence today and unwavering support. Thank you so much, sir. Your role as the guardian of Zanzibar is deeply appreciated, and we look forward to your guidance and insight during our time together. Furthermore, I must commend the visionary leadership of the President of Zanzibar, His Excellency Ali Hussein Mwinyi, who has placed his trust in our youth to lead transformative changes. Under his guidance, we are advancing towards the realization of the Zanzibar Development Plan of 2050, where the aspirations of our youth are at the forefront. A round of applause to our President. Thank you so much. The youth of Zanzibar International Youth Tourism Summit 2023 aligns seamlessly with the Blue Economy Policy, your guest of honor, and the Vision 2050. And this summit is testament to our collective commitment to achieve this goal. We are here not only merely as participants, but as ambassadors of our respective countries, carrying the responsibility to share the knowledge and experiences gained here. I wish to acknowledge the relentless dedication of our organizing committee, our partners, and our sponsors, who have worked tirelessly to make this summit a resounding success. Thank you so much to our partners. Thank you so much to our sponsors. Your support means a lot to us. Can we have a round of applause for them? Thank you so much. Their contributions have paved the way of fruitful discussion, meaningful connection, and memorable experiences over the next 5 days. As we embark on this journey together, let us remember that we are not only shaping the future of tourism, but also building bridges of understanding and cooperating among 23 different nationalities. Let us embrace the rich culture of Africa, our history, our hospitality of Zanzibar, for it is here that our dream of the sustainable tourism came to life. In conclusion, let us be inspired by the boundless possibilities that lies ahead. Together as youth of Zanzibar, Tanzania, and the world, we can drive positive changes, innovation, and sustainability in the tourism sector. May Zanzibar International Youth Tourism Summit 2023 be a platform where we forge lasting connections, exchange ideas, and live with a renewed sense of purpose. Let us embark on this journey with enthusiasm, hope, and deep commitment to creating a better tomorrow for all of us. Thank you so much. Dear guests of honor, before inviting you here to give up your speech, with your respect, with your permission, I would like to welcome Ambassador Mary Kadlawe, with the Regional Ambassador of Africa Tourism Board and Chairperson of Women in Tourism in Tanzania, to give her a few remarks, and I'll come back to welcome you again. Thank you so much. A round of applause to Ambassador Mary while he speaks on the job. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I was not prepared for this, so Honorable Ghana, Honorable President of the Africa Tourism Board, the organizer of this youth conference, and this year, I am very, very excited to be in Zanzibar, to be in this meeting, which as who have spoken before me have described as a very opportunity. It's wonderful seeing young people taking over the realms of taking our country forward and taking the tourism sector forward. Tourism is a passionate field for me. I've worked in tourism for more than 30 years, and I believe that seeing young people taking over is very, very important, because in Tanzania and in Africa, most people believe that tourism is for the foreigners, for people who come from elsewhere. But tourism is not for foreigners. Tourism is us, through domestic tourism, through embracing what tourism can do, especially as a strong economic force. It's the pillar of the economy. I mean, for Zanzibar, I think tourism is what drives the economy in Zanzibar. So, if you look at Tanzania, you see that it's contributing to about 25% of the GDP, and 17% of the GDP and 25% of all the foreign income of the country. So tourism is a big pillar, and through us that we should see this and develop it and make it grow. And at this juncture, I must give a very, very big thanks for the efforts that have been played by our dear President, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, by playing a big role in promoting tourism sector as a former Minister of Tourism in Zanzibar, and later becoming a big model for tourism growth when she played a big role in the film The Royal Tour. And I think that has made Zanzibar very crowded. Yesterday when I arrived, there was nowhere to pass. Even I ran by ferry from Dar es Salaam, and it was all crowded. There was nowhere to pass. The cars were supposed to reverse and give way. And you could see Zanzibar really full. I wondered at that time whether this is what we want. I hope we are really definitely zoning the tourism so that we don't get very overcrowded. With those few remarks, I should say I'm very, very happy to see this going forward. Tomorrow I'll be on the panel and we can talk more. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, the Guru of Tourism in Tanzania, Ambassador Mary Kalari. Can we give her, again, the big round of applause? Thank you so much. Okay, as I was given this duty, I'm now welcoming and inviting our guest of honor, Honorable Suleiman Makame, the Minister for Tourism and Fisheries, to give out his speech. Honorable, you're welcome. Can we please stand up? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. my character. Mr. 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔, Chairman of Africa Tourism Board, Ambassador Mary Kalikawe, Regional Ambassador IPD and Chairperson of Women Tourism in Tanzania, Madam Mafunda Faki, Founder and Managing Director of Zanzibar Youth. Zanzibar? Oh, thank you very much. Mr. Kelvin Solokwe, Malawi High Commission in Tanzania, on behalf of Her Excellency. Members on the floor, all participants, members of the media, and other invited guests, good morning to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me first of all to thank you very much for choosing Zanzibar as your destination to this very important summit. Allow me also to concur with the commissioner here that Zanzibar is safe. We are in peace, and we are enjoying the peaceful and the beautifulness of our island. I once again welcome you to Zanzibar. Don't think that Zanzibar is your home, but choose Zanzibar as your home. And you have to recognize that Zanzibar is your home. Forget about the blockness of Africa into 54 countries and see as your strength in this island. This is your home island. Welcome and enjoy the beautifulness, historical areas, and any other legally allowed to be enjoyed here in Zanzibar. You are free to enjoy it. A very warm and heartfelt welcome to the beautiful shores of Zanzibar. We are the blue waters of the Indian Ocean, meet the rich cultural tapestry of our beautiful island. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to stand here before you today as we embark on this remarkable journey of the Zanzibar International Youth Summit 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, I extend my gratitude to each one of you for gracing us with your presence here in Zanzibar. And I extend my warmest greeting on behalf of the people of Zanzibar. Your presence here reflects your commitment to the development of our youth and promotion of sustainable tourism. I'm deeply humbled to address you today as the Minister for Economy and Fisheries in Zanzibar, an island where the boundless potential of our blue economy meets the technological innovation of our youth. The theme of this summit, Youth Ruling Digital Innovation for Sustainable Tourism, resonates deeply with our vision for the future of Zanzibar and our people. Our youth are at the forefront of transforming our tourism sector, and their journey is a testament to their dedication and resilience.
we have embraced technology as a tool for empowerment and sustainability. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me also to highlight some of the incredible steps taken by our youth here in Zanzibar under the leadership of Madam 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔, who have been harnessing the potential of the blue economy and technology to make a difference. Take, for example, if he's here, he has to stand. If not here, he will see and hear from us Ali Jabe, a young entrepreneur whose innovative approach to sustainable tourism has not only benefited our local community, but also drawn visitors from around the world. Ali, through his technology-driven initiative, has paved the way for responsible tourism and economic empowerment. Moreover, our youth have embraced technology to create online platforms that showcase our rich cultural heritage and present natural beauty. They have effectively used social media and e-commerce to connect with travelers, sharing our unique stories, traditions, and experiences, thereby boosting tourism in our island. Ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to express our sincere appreciation to the Chairman of Africa Tourism Board, Mr. Kusuk, for his unwavering support of our youth in organizing this extremely another commitment that will continue to drive our progress and prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, as we gather here for this summit, we have a unique opportunity to learn, to share, and collaborate with individuals from 23 different nationalities who have joined us here today. Let us seize the opportunity to forge lasting partnerships and friendships to be ambassadors of our country and culture. immerse ourselves in the rich prosperity of Zanzibar heritage. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me for another time to concur with Mr. Cuthbert when he said that we have born by one mother, Africa. That is our mother. And I have to repeat saying that we have to live together as Africa. And if we want to fly, we have to fly together, as Mr. Kobe said, like one ago. We have to forget, as earlier I said, about the blessing made at that time by colonialism. We are now 54 countries. I don't know why. Why don't we one Africa? Why don't we one nation? Why don't we have one sound in Africa? One voice? Please, fly together, live together. But of same feathers fly together. And we have same feathers as you are looking here. Nobody can say, if you don't identify yourself that you are coming from what country, no one can know which country you are coming from. You are looking the same. You are Africans. Proud of Africanism. Forget about your country you are coming from. This is time to build our Africa. Our former leaders have tried the level best to unite Africa, have devoted their time, their money, their life to unite Africa. Why? Youth is an engine of Africa. Don't unite ourselves, fight for ourselves, use our resource to develop Africa. Africa is the richest continent in the world, but I don't know why we are still bulldozed by other countries. It is shame, and the youth you have to stand together. Make sure that we develop our continent. Make sure we change our continent. As our fathers did, now we have to do. We have to do. We have to forget, I'm coming from Malawi, I'm coming from Tanzania. It is nonsense. It cannot help you. You have resources. Some are coming here and take your resources. You are sleeping. You are youth. You have to wake up. Don't stop unless we achieve our goals to develop and change Africa positively. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me now to close my remarks, and I would like to wish each and every one of you a successful and enriching experience at ZIYTA 2023. May you find inspiration in your youth's endeavors, and may you take with you the spirit of innovation and sustainability that will define this event. Let us be a good ambassadors of our country. I hesitate to say our country, our Africa. And let's savor the beauty, culture, and hospitality of your home, Zanzibar. Thank you, and may this summit be a resounding sources, living an indelible mark on our collective journey toward more sustainable and inclusive future for tourism around Africa. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana kwa kunisikiliza. Tutakieni mkutano mwema.
A warm hand of applause for the minister. Once again, those were her remarks given. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. But once again, although not listed in our schedule, we have something very special that we'd like to share with this audience today. I'd like to ask you, Honorable Minister, accompanied by Mr. Cooper, to please make way down the stage, followed by Ms. Mshindo, as well as the Regional Commissioner. What will take place, a little bit highlight will be given by Mr. Cooper. Ladies and gentlemen, hand of applause. I know it's funny, you're talking, you don't know what you're talking, but faith, faith is about believing in what you haven't seen. You don't know, maybe they're giving out a check here, everyone is going home with 10 million. You're welcome, Honorable Minister, for the Honorable Cooper, for the word.
Thank you once again. Honorable Minister, thank you for speaking from your heart with passion and pain. It's more of pain than passion to see our beautiful continent suffering in poverty. Yet we have so much stock in our area. What are we doing about it? I think this generation we should rise. Rise and claim your space. It cannot be the status quo. Something has to change. Our forefathers died with a vision of seeing a united continent, a united Africa, breaking this divide that has separated us, that has kept us right at the back. It is your responsibility, young man. It is your responsibility, young woman, to stand up and fight for your rights. As the son and daughter of the soil, we want to really appreciate. Well, as African Tourism Board, we are a global body, yes, continental body that focuses on rebranding and telling a good story about Africa. Our stories as Africans has been told by international media gurus, and they're telling a distorted story about us. So we are saying, as African Tourism Board, it is time now to tell our story and our good story. It's time to say, can you identify yourself as African? Many places we have identified ourselves as Asians. That's why we change our hairstyles already to minister, and even our work and our accent as well. We think the best comes from Europe. The best comes, colleagues, the best comes. This morning I had a breakfast, Honorable Minister. It was sweet potato and some other stuff. I said, no, I'm not going to indulge myself on these other. That's what sets apart as Africans. Good, organic food that builds the immune system. But now we are used to these fast foods, McDonald's, and have you seen the Americans, how they look? And the British as well. Because they are used to eating these bakers. They look so obese, and it doesn't take minutes. So Africa, it is time for us to stand and appreciate what God has given us. So as African Tourism Board, we are working with the African Union. We have just signed up a memorandum of understanding so that we expedite the process of the fulfillment of the agenda items. And one of our priority areas is to say, honest minister, I have 6 passports. These 5, they are not yet expired, but they are full. Because of visas, every time when you visit a country, they put a visa and they take the whole page. So we are saying to AU, we want to expedite the process of the African Union passport, which is our priority agenda. So we're working hand in hand with them. And what we have done as an organization, we have ambassadors across the globe, beyond the continent, because also have colleagues in Asia, Europe, who have realized that our objective, to really unify our results, we are at the right place. So I want to congratulate once again our honorable leader who has been appointed the ambassador of the African Tourism Board. Our plea, honorable minister, is to bring her closer and give her all the support she needs so that she'll be able to promote this country as a preferred, actually the whole region as a preferred destination of choice. So we are here to hand over the certificate that endorses her as the African Tourism Board ambassador, fulfilling our mission as an organization. So we want to hand over this certificate that empowers and acknowledges her endeavors and her strive in building a sustainable, successful, beautiful continent of Africa.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Madam Mafunda, for being awarded this a very remarkable sign of African tourism. I thank you, the organizers, for awarding you this award today. My words from the Revolution Government of Zanzibar. We are ready to support you for the sustainability of Africa tourism. Africa has a large population to nourish our tourism sector without depending any other person from outside the boundary of Africa. But as we said earlier, we have not yet used the resources, knowledge, experience we have to make sure that we have sustainability and we have sustainable tourism. Now it's time to change. We really need positive change in our sector. It is shame. It is shame. It is shame for African countries to say we receive 1 million tourists a year. It is shame. Very shame. And shame on yourself, Africans. We went somewhere, and I have to mention, I went to Rome, a Catholic church. A church in Rome received 500,000 tourists in a day. A day. 500,000 tourists. Not in Rome. Why not in Africa? Why not in Africa? We have everything in Africa. We have so many attractions for tourism in Africa. We are unique. their uniqueness to empower youth, empower people, innovation, creativity, to make sure that we are Africa developed continent. That is my word, that we are ready, the government of Zanzibar, to support anybody for the development of Zanzibar and Africa in general. And I'm taking this opportunity to congratulate you and say you are welcome to the government. We are ready to support you. You and all youth in this island. That's the vision of Dr. Hussein, especially empowering women. That is one of the agenda, even in the blue economy. Tourism is one of the priorities of blue economy. We are ready to support you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We move back to the program as we go ahead for the next session. That is the fourth session. If you could place with you on the podium and our delegates will stand right in front. So please, welcome back to you. Hello, how are you? Okay, so we're going to be taking photos. This is the photo session, and it will go as follows. The first picture will be the high table. I think our photography team is inside. We're good? Okay. The first picture will be the high table itself, and as we await, protocol team, can we please have assistance for us? Can we please have your assistance? We need this table cleared. Please, protocol team. Protocol team, please. Thank you. Following, may you May representatives from partners and sponsors please make way for the photo? Our partners and sponsors, please, can you please make way? We're young people, we're going to do this fast. Following up, The representative from the Embassy of Malawi, please make way. In the meantime, the committee, may you please make way? Standing right here. I want to see the committee immediately. Thank you so much. The committee, please make way to the stage. Smile. Thank you so much. Okay, honorable delegates, you're going to have the next picture. Please, the first two tables, make way. We're going to go in groups because our stage isn't quite big. As we wait for them to finish, the next two tables, please make way as we leave, we follow. Protocol team, please help with the next tables to come next. Move to the right and make it parallel. Reminding you to smile, Romano. These people are going on the Instagram. Please, the table that is ready for protocol, the two tables. Move more to the right and make it parallel. The lady on the steps, I think you can, yeah. Please, the next table. you so much. All invited guests, you're welcome for a picture. If I haven't mentioned you in any of the groups, you're welcome for a picture. Please make way to the stage. Please karibuni sana. Make way. All invited guests, please let's go to the stage for a picture at the high table. Thank you very much. 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕, please have the podium back on stage. Thank you all very much. May we please have a hand of applause for everyone who participated in our photo session. Jamani, jipitieni makofi. You are healthy, you took a beautiful picture, now you have a photo to post on your status. You have something to add on our feed. Okay, this has been a very wonderful session. Thank you, everyone. To round up the first session, it is with great pleasure that I would like to welcome 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔, who is the Communications Officer for this summit. May you please come and give us conclusive remarks and all that this summit committee has to say. And please, a large round of applause. So if you don't clap for him, you don't see pictures. You won't get those links.
Thank you so much. The moderator, Agnes Kabisa, from Youth of United Nations, Tanzania. Honorable Guest of Honor, Mr. Honorable Suleiman Makame, the Minister for Blue Economy and Fisheries, Zanzibar, all high table members, honorable delegates, invited guests, sponsors, partners, media personnel, and all who are invited here, a very good morning to all of you. Well, as we are winding up the official opening ceremony for the Zanzibar International Youth Tourism Summit, I, 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔, who is now wearing the hat of being the Secretary General for the Zanzibar International Youth Tourism Summit 2023, again, I would really love to welcome you all to Zanzibar. For the international delegates, you've been very kind to us, trusting us, coming to Zanzibar. And for us, this has been a great privilege, and we thank you all for this. And for the local participants, thank you so much for again joining us, showing the spirit that we are the ones who are responsible for the development of Zanzibar and Tanzania. For that, congratulate yourselves, please. Well, honorable guest of honor, I'm here to not giving out the remarks, but rather the request that the organizing committee of Zanzibar International Youth Tourism Summit has to you specifically, and to the other high-table members, of course. So the first request is that we are kindly requesting, if it's in your favor, and if it won't destroy your other commitments, for you to wait for our first summit session to see how the young people represent discussing the issues regarding sustainable tourism. And the second request is for you, the guest of honor, because there are important people who haven't been mentioned here, and for that I do strongly apologize. We are having exhibitors, young entrepreneurs, advancement makers, with our goal of empowering young people. We have invited local entrepreneurs to come to this summit to be part of Zanzibar International Youth Tourism Summit. So we kindly request for you to visit the exhibitors and see what they have in the contribution of sustainable tourism. And for the last request, to all the high-table members, we are kindly request for your further support. This has been a hectic and a very, I'm trying to find a good word here. Yeah, it has been very difficult organizing the summit, since it's an international summit. And as you can all see, the summit is organized by the young people, and of course with the help of African Tourism Board and 2 ministries in Tanzania. The Ministry for Tourism and Heritage and the Ministry of Information, Youth, Culture and Sports, Zanzibar. With all of that support, we are kindly requesting further support for you to help out to finish this summit and to make it a success. After the opening ceremony, we'll be continuing with the summit session 1 and 2 from today and tomorrow. We are also having an exploring day, which is on Monday. We'll be visiting our very close friend, Kuba Island, and we'll also be visiting Kupitia, and our very best friend, 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔 Community Foundation at 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔. All of this needs support, and we are not shy to say we cannot do it alone. We cannot make it without your support. So take this request into heart and see where you can possibly support Zanzibar to make Zanzibar International Youth Tourism Summit a success. With these few remarks, I will now allow the moderator to come and continue with the program. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Mr. 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔. Another round of applause for him, please. Thank you very much. And that marks the end of the first session. But for the meantime, Ms. Mafuna, may you please leave our high table towards exhibition area so that we can take sight of everything that young people are doing in Zanzibar and experience it firsthand. Thank you so much. May we please escort them with a hand of applause as they walk out. Thank you very much. Portable team, I think you're on standby. Our guests are making it. hello everybody. Hello, Abby. I still can't hear you. I said hello everybody. So, the others have left. Now young people are here. You know how what they say? When the dog wins, the rat dominates. So now let's speak the same language. Let's pick up from where we left off. And then after a quick stop, I'll be right back so that we can have a little session. We're going to have a very interesting exhibition, presentation. We're going to learn a little bit. I'm not going to tell you what, because I want the man of the hour to give out everything himself. But for the meantime, I know I did injustice to my friend the other time. So let me make redemption, and then we'll commence. Just like 2 lines, and we'll be back. Here you go.
Hi again. So my name is Zanzibar, and I am Tanzania. I am currently a university student, and I'm studying computer science. And so far, I've already learned new things, and I'm expecting to learn more before the day ends. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Hiritu Randenato. I'm from to Madagascar. My expectation after attending this summit is the networking of the young Africa. Okay, thank you.
Hello. Good morning. My name is Benedict Lucas. You can call me Ben. I'm an engineer by professional. I do tourism right now. I've shifted from engineering to tourism. Tourism is my business. By the way, in a group of delegates, I use the Skylight Tours number, as you can see. You can go through our catalog. There's different activities that we do. There's different tours, there's different services. You can have a look at prices, a lot of things. I'm looking for partnership of different tour operators from all over the world. Please feel free to contact me anytime. Karibu.
Hi everyone. My name is 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔. I'm from Kenya. I'm a third-year student in university dealing with computer science, and I also work part-time in machine learning and artificial intelligence. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔, and I'm honored to be member of this esteemed International Youth Tourism Summit, and I'm the treasurer of Eastern International Chapter, and I'm eager to celebrate and contribute with you all to this chapter. Thanks.
Hello everyone. My name is Wahida Abuheta. I'm a student, and I'm here as a delegate to learn, to get new exposure from you all. I hope to cooperate, share ideas,
so that those who are fluent in French can get with their grades, those who are fluent in English or Swahili, so you have to get on in language. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll get back to get to know each other a little bit later. But now we're going to spice up things a little bit, right? Are you excited? Drum roll. So, towards this summit, this is going to be our way of communicating. So, very simple. When I say drum roll, what do you understand? Okay. So we're going to do that, okay? So drum roll, please. Which drums are those? I don't know. So drum roll, please. It's game time. Okay? So I need 5 people here. Just 5. 5 people. And now we know confident people. Where are my 5 people at? Where are my 5? Hey, come here, please. Hand of applause for my 5 people. 2 more. Guys, where are you? Guys, you're disappointing me. Guys, where are you? Yes, come here. I see you right there. You're a guy, yes. Okay, can I have like 3 more guys? Wait, where are you? Girls are defeating you. Like, this is crazy. Do you also need empowerment? I'm curious. Now we're moving to male empowerment. Okay, so this is a communication thing, okay? This is a communication. Guys, mix yourself up. Yeah. So we're at a summit. And what happens at a summit? What? What happens at a summit? What? What happens at a summit? You raise the summit? No! That's not how it goes. So it's the opposite. So with the summit, you discuss, you come up with resolutions, and you go forth being advocates of those resolutions. So what happens is, we have so many summits, we have so many discussions going on, okay? So many online, physical, all that. But how many times do we actually take what was discussed in those summits, digest it, and go to actually take into action what was discussed in the summit in the right manner, with the right content. Okay? So this game is going to teach us one thing, and then at the end I'm going to ask the audience what they learned. I need you all to turn to the right direction. Except my daddy here. What's your name? Hal, okay. So Hal, I'm going to show you an action. Okay? And you are going to show that action to the person that is after you. Make sure that action matches exactly with what I think. No matter how embarrassing it is, okay? You know this one, yeah, that's backwards, okay? So make sure that the end, who's this beautiful lady? Your name, please? Elodie. So make sure Elodie gets the passage right. Stop. Guys, to help, please make sure Elodie understands that. Did you get that? Okay? No, why are you speaking it out? Just look. Yeah. Let me change it, okay? Yeah. Make sure that Elodie gets the same message. It's only one, okay? Yeah. Okay, so. confused, like, what's the discussion? You didn't think, no, turn back. You have to turn and look at him. No, look at him. Yeah, look at the person who's delivering the message to you. Turn this side. Yeah, look at him and make sure you deliver the same message to the next person. So, Eloise, what companies was the first and the last person? So what message did they give you? Not a math, like. What message did they give you? Eloise, what message did you get? So obvious. I want you to tell me. Guys, thank you so much. You can make it. Please, a round of applause for that. I want someone, just please volunteer yourself and tell us what you learned from the exercise.
What I learned, okay, my name is Carolina Severa. I'm from Equatorial Guinea. What I was able to learn from the game is sometimes what you get, like what you're initially told, what gets to the consumers or the last people who are supposed to get the information. Because when it passes through different channels, obviously something might be added or deducted.
Any guy, please? Any gentleman to tell us what is that? Okay.
Thank you. I'm Joseph from Tanzania. What I've learned is that when you take message that you are given, make sure you deliver it the way it should be. That's one thing I've learned. The next thing is attentiveness is needed when you give a message. So there are some participants who are not attentive when they are giving the message, so the delivery is correct. Thank you.
I just observed that I would like that there is always a problem of misinterpretation from the original message to the actual message that is contained in the passage or any place. Misinterpretation is the main problem that you can say mostly to our generation right now, maybe due to various kinds of message. So this is a very big problem right now. So we need to focus with that. Only the training.
Okay, thank you so much. So from the game, everyone, like, you got all the right answers. In most cases, especially when it involves kidding, a lot of jokes and exercises like this, people tend to not take things serious. Like when I told them and say it's just a game, people came there laughing and we were laughing. I gave a simple instruction or a simple message. Deliver it as it is. And an element was taken out. And during that process, people were laughing. Or a person is being told that I was told 1, 2, 3, and the person is like, what? What were you told? No, let me just change it a little bit. So what we're given, how we process it, how we deliver it, and the attitude that we have during this whole process is very essential in bringing about the change and revolution that we want to see. And this is one exercise that I
without taking more time, we'll get more to fun exercises later. With respect to our exercise, we're going to take a little bit learning session, and we're going to have a presentation from Mr. Hannes Talfan, who is an environmental educator in Chumbe Island Coral Park. The topic will be Glasgow Declaration on Climate Action in Tourism. Karibu sana, Mr. Hannes Talfan. Guys, those claps are not enough. You guys will go to Chumbe, trust me. You'll be like, out of the mind, okay? So this is the man from Chumbe. Karibu, Mr. Hannes.
Assalamu alaikum. I think you will see the PowerPoint there. Or it should be in the center. Yeah, my name is Hannes Talfan. I am not young like you. I think most of you are my children. But I am studying to be environmental educator, not less than 40 years. But working with children, it is 23 years. Other years, I was working in the forestry department. So here, we are going to describe about what is doing. What is doing in relation with climate change, what is doing in relation to responsible travel or responsible tourism or sustainable tourism. So that is a Chumbe Island, a small island. It is not big, just 1.1 kilometer land, and like you see, its width was round. It is approximately 50 meters, and the widest area is 300 meters. For those who didn't learn geography when they are in school, there was no island approximately 300,000 years ago. It was a reef or coral and a water. But slowly, the water level dropped down. I think at that time there were some changes, which is causing the seawater to drop. And then, because there was coral, the coral was exposed. Now there is an island dominated with coral red forest. That forest which is growing on rocks. So that is the island. And that island, you see a long, tall stone, narrow one, that is a lighthouse. For that time, it was used for navigation purpose, but then after the discovery of the GPS, still it is used, but most of the boats, they are using a compass. The island for a long time, since 1904, the lighthouse was built, and for a long time the island is used as a fishing camp. But in 1964, then there was a military camp there, and starting from 1968,
MPA, Marine Protected Area. How come to be Marine Protected Area? Because in 1990, when the Zanzibar insisting on tourism, and we know what is the importance of tourism in economy, but also in environment, but I think we know also the impact, especially negative impact on tourism, on environment, on economy, and the culture. So there was one psychologist and environmental educator who think that Zanzibar starts tourism, and tourism, if it is not well controlled, it will become a disaster in the country. So he negotiates with the government that Bunge, I need it to make a MPA, Marine Protected Area, where the community of Zanzibar, they will come to learn on how good ways to preserve and protect their natural resource. And the natural resource in Zanzibar, it is our natural capital for tourism development. And that is a story of Bunge, how it was started in 1992. And it is follow the principle of MPA, but also it governs itself on concept of ecological tourism. So that is the position of Bunge. If you see Parade, that is the position where it is, and for the map of Zanzibar, it is just down there after the Salta. It is about 7 kilometers from here up to there. When you go out there, when you look to the beach, so you will see the island with lighthouse. That is Bunge Island Coral Park, and in Monday, some of you will get a chance to visit there. Yes? Of course. Okay. So, to describe Bunge, that is a handwriting statement, was established in 1992 as a private company, that is Bunge Island Coral Park, that is not for profit making. How it is not profit making? I think you will learn more later. The aim of Bunge is to manage for conservation and education purpose. And there is a forest and marine river. Okay. So in Bunge, that is, there is a co-protected zone, and it is a coral reef sanctuary of about 55.06 hectares. And there is a closed forest habitat of 16.64 hectares. But Bunge, for its ecotourism and education purpose, it is only using 2.44 hectares. Then, in your mind, it will come a question. Why the island is 1 kilometer or 16.64, but only 2 hectares is used for laws and education center. In our laws, there is only 7 bungalows which can take only 14 tourist routes over. We are not exceeding the number. Only 14 days. It's our time who are over. The entire protected area is 74.14 hectares. That is our MPA, including marine sanctuary, where we are protecting all marine ecosystems. And for those who don't know, maybe I know some of you are coming from interior Africa. Marine ecosystem, it is not just in sea water, but in it is composed of many habitats. And these habitats are included mangroves, intertidal area, seagrass ecosystem, coral reef, which is a wonderful garden underwater, but also open water. So that is the area of the field we are protecting in Tumbe. All right. Tumbe Island is a national and international ecotourism pioneer. It is international and national ecotourism pioneer. It is the first tourism which is following ecotourism here in Zanzibar, or we can say it is the first privately company which is creating in MCA in the world. This is the first. And it is sustainable in itself. So, our tourism, it is trying to follow all principles. And what we see now in our tourism, there is a very high yield of economy and economy, but also it is low impact type of tourism. There is no impact. We know that the problem of tourism or tourists, the area is degraded, but because we are following the whole principle of how we are protecting, there is no impact. Not only in the forest, but also in the marine ecosystem, where in the beginning, according to our scientific researchers from Great Barrier and others from here in Tanzania, for that time they discovered that there are 200 species of coral and there are 400 species of fish. But after conservation of this nearly 25 years, it has been discovered that there are 525 different species of fish, meaning that when you are protecting an area, there is a chance of biodiversity to increase, and that is what the harvest, what is the benefit, what we get from this low impact. But also, it is a cutting-edge eco-technology and eco-architecture for those who will come to Umanda. They will see how we are very friendly with our environment by using eco-architecture. But also, Tumbe Island, because of its ecotourism, it is a model for sustainable tourism in Zanzibar. A model for sustainable tourism in Zanzibar, but also a we are 100% of revenue stay in Zanzibar. We try our best to make sure that there is no difference. And because you young people, this summit is about tourism, and our speakers there, they say there is a lot of leakage in tourism. Even there are a lot of our resources grow up. But in Kenya, we are trying our best to make sure that we have no leakage. When we are translating what is leakage, there are a lot of things. For example, if you go to Hyatt Hotel, there in Zanzibar, it is international work. But if you see everything is coming outside of Zanzibar, outside of Africa, that is not connection, that is not right. Yeah, that is really new. There is a lot of leakage. So leakage, how you show? You have to use local material. So you are tourists, you are coming there, then you are reducing your leakage. It is not a problem to go in a hotel and everything is coming from Italy. It is coming from where? That is not a tourism. But also, it is best practice example of blue economy investment. We had a minister of blue economy. Our blue economy in Zanzibar, there are something like 5 factors. One is fishing. Because Bunge, we are protecting coral reef. And coral reef is a habitat and nursery and breeding site resources. So through spill over effect, so the fishermen, they are benefiting. So we are trying to put more lovers, more eggs for other people to ensure that we are restocking in a deep water so that we save in. But blue economy also is tourism, and we are doing some tourism which is called the ecotourism. Blue economy is including transportation and oil and gas and others. But also, mgeni rasmi anataka kuingia kuja kutusikiliza. Kwa hivyo tafadhali, tutapokuja tutasimama kidogo. I know some of you don't know Kiswahili, but a long time there's a message for Africa to have one language, and the best language chosen is Kiswahili. Mgeni rasmi is coming. Tukae jamani. Let's put on ska. Yes. We just continue, but we were talking about Tumbe Island Coral Park. And what is Tumbe Island Coral Park? And we just give the description how Tumbe looks like. To summarize, it is a LPA marine protected area started in 1992. Its main function or its pillar, we are now explaining the pillars of Tumbe. I need to stand, but I try to see very clearly, very, very slowly. So, Tumbe, because we are following principles of ecological testing, from where we go tomorrow, and before you go, because Tumbe is known around the whole world, including United Nations. The time of maximum that was former United Nations Secretary mentioned Tumbe in the nuclear policy, it is example of sustainable tourism development around the world. So, we are preparing for the state and the country. So, we are thinking that when we go there, we will be in celebration. But it is just the historical building you are going to see tomorrow. So, opportunity is one of the pillars in it. Another pillar of sustainability in it is conservation. Because we will spend on the coral park, protected. We don't have any money from outside. The money for running Tumbe is created in the There is only 3 projects in the world which is private NPO, sustainable expense. One is in Usisite. So the money from kickoff through tourism is helping in the management and the conservation activities of food. So or hectares, but there are 178 species of plant kingdom. And in the marine, there are a lot of them, of these species. But also, it is more cost government and in its partnership with local and international research institutes. In Mshindo, we are not working alone. There are a lot of stakeholders we are working together, including government and also other institutions. Another pillar of school is education. That is our pillar of sustainability. People fund education programs to Zanzibar community. When the community are coming in Zanzibar, we offer them everything. Transportation from their village or from school, body transfer to Tumbe Island, activities, food, and everything. Tumbe is offered to the country. Where money comes from? It is from the tourism. Nearly 15 to 20% of our money collected from tourism is invested in conservation and education. But also in Chile, up to September this year, there were not less than 12,000 participants who came to Tumbe for environmental education. These environmental students, we taught them different things related with conservation and education.
how Zanzibar is taking part in this wonderful, sustainable revolution that is taking place. Karibu sana, Mr. Ansel. Warmly welcome. Hand of applause, guys. This is our host. He will chase us from his district. Yo.
Dear guests of honor, Honorable Suleiman, members of the high table, protocol is observed. As I introduced earlier, my name is Rashid Simai Msaraka. I'm a district commissioner. And today I would like to, more likely to speak than presenting. I would like to speak related to issues of blue economy and youth leadership in our country, and how the young people in our country participated in tourism sector effectively. So my presentation is basically based on true story about our country and the youth participation on leading our country. First of all, I would like to tell you, all members of this summit, that Zanzibar, for the first time, is ruled by the president who was born after 1964, after revolution of Zanzibar. So previously, we had a presidency in our country that they were there before revolution of our country, before independence of our country. But this time, we have a president for the first time who born after 1964. What I mean, the president we have now, likely a young people like we are. And lucky enough, after our president, Dr. Hussein Ali Hassan Mwinyi, has elected to become a president, he also used to appoint a member of the cabinet who mostly likely younger than him. Can you get the point? So the first president, the first vice president of Ghana, younger than him. The second president, younger than him. The first vice president, but I'm very much convinced that the second vice president, and honorable people, you see him here for the blue economy. While he was in university, he used to come in our school and taught us. So he is my teacher. When I was in Form 6, he taught me history in school. And there are some ministers in cabinet. Right a moment I talk to you, they are younger than me. Minister for Culture and Sport, she's younger than me. Minister for Investment than me. Minister for State, he's younger than me. And Minister for Education is also, she's younger than me. And some other ministers, the remaining ones, they are not old. But maybe I'm younger than them. But most of the cabinet members of this time is dominated by young people. And we can say it's almost 70 to 8% of the members of the cabinet is young people, including the president himself. And some of the principal secretaries are younger than myself. So you can see, when we say the youth is the changes for development, Zanzibar is a typical example of how young people has been able to take an opportunities, become a leader of the country and ruling the places. I can even imagine by yourself, when you hear the district commissioner is coming in this summit, you will imagine in yourself that the big person is coming here. You see, maybe an old one or whatsoever. But suddenly, when you see someone like me, mostly like you, and even our regional commissioners is mostly the like myself. So, what is our role as young people in the government? And what we did to make our country to see that young people can make more change here with shorter time than anything. Our president has taken only 3 years now after election, and I told you the manifestation of ruling party CCM for Dr. Hussein Ali Hassan Mwinyi is almost done in everywhere. Now we need a supplementary manifestation to do whatever is written. Because the written one and the ones that we are supposed to do in this country, the president has covered all over the things. Take an example, the CCM manifestation wanted the president to build only 10 schools, G+1, G+2, and G+3, the primary schools. And now, can you imagine? The president has completed, and he's going to complete within this year, about 31 primary schools, G+2 and G+3. In my district alone, it is supposed to have only one primary school, G+1, but to the moment, the president has come to complete 5 primary schools, G+2 and G+3. And apart from that project of the school, there is a lot of projects related to water, electricity, issues of tourism, and the like. Is going more faster because district commissioners and regional commissioners and the ministers and the principal secretaries are more over the young people. So we waive in terms of issues of protocols, writing among ourselves by later, issues of, we are just communicating very quickly, doing things very quickly, making the very things in terms of powerful. We are not tired, we work day and night to make everything possible within a time or shorter than that time we are supposed to do. Take an example, the director of Stone Town Authority is my classmate. When he takes Stone Town, almost he's going to be endangered under the danger zone position in UNESCO. But for now, within his time, he's making any possibility to make everything to be covered. So you young people in Africa, Zanzibar is one of the good examples showing other people and showing the country that we young people, if our leaders believe on us, we can make a better development in a quick way and in a very short time. We believe a young people, if he can get a chance to rule somewhere else, and if he can do better, he can make achievement and he can make prosperity as he projected, then he can make a very good way for the other young people to be believed to get more chances in the government. So previously, it was like a ministerial post. They are just given the chance, and they did better. And the president himself appointed deputy ministers, also the young people. And the district commissioner now, all of them are young people. Regional commissioners, all of them are young people. Principal secretary, almost the whole government of Zanzibar is accumulated by 80 to 90% young people. So I can even give you an inspiration that even from your country, these can be done as Zanzibar has did. And if a young person has been believing to be given a chance to prove himself in terms of leadership, that makes the country to prosper in terms of development more than when a person is very, very old, use his energy on, I think you understand what I'm saying, right? So most of the time when we were a leader and when you are a young people, what we are making in the society is to flourish and to make an opportunity for your young generation to become more wealthier and to become more educated and to have more opportunities as you are. So in Zanzibar, wherever you go, you will see many of the positions have been taken by young people, and this, it helps much on fostering any development of our country and making the project of our country to become more sustainable and quick completed. So for me, and for the sector of tourism, as you see, 6% of young people are engaged on tourism in Zanzibar and in blue economy, because we are surrounded by ocean. And the minister is here, is one of the witnesses that tremendous changes has made in these blue economy. Minister of Blue Economy is one of the heart of our country, is in a great job. Many of the fishermen have given equipment and the like to make sure that they can enrich themselves in this business. Community has engaged in terms of education to make sure they understand the concept of blue economy. Because the concept of blue economy itself, it doesn't like blue economy is in the concept of ocean itself. But the blue economy in Zanzibar, we believe that there is minerals in the ocean, and there is a very different opportunities in the ocean and in tourism itself as one of the components of blue economy. And as you see, this conference is one of the most important things, because Zanzibar now has living the situation of attracting people on beaches and on hotels, but also on international conferences like this. So our president has directed the ministry and directed the Minister of Tourism and the blue economy to make sure everything is done in our country is changed in directions. Because tourism itself in our country takes about 30% of GDP of our country is taken by tourism, and it is taking a lion's share in terms of GDP contribution in our country. As I told you, 60% of foreign currency in our country is coming from tourism. So the blue economy itself and the tourism sector in our country is like a backbone of our economy. And I told you before that the president of ours has made a very good effort to appoint young people so that they can give them a good thinking and initiative to make everything doing good. And myself, I'm a witness. As I told you now, I'm a student of minister, but Mafunda herself, she is my student. I taught her in university, in first year, international law. I did my first degree in law and my second degree in international economic law and my PhD in economics. So I'm a teacher at the same time. I'm a student of mine, and you can see how far the government of ours is, is circulated by young generation, and that is why we are doing better in terms of programs and in terms of projects that is supposed to be done in our country. And I can use this opportunity to encourage you all from different countries not to rely on just participating in the conferences and making crimes in the conferences. But I think the better way is to involve in country politics, so that you can join them before, and you can join them before you have an youngest age, because nothing has come as in a plate silver. Our country, it's not easy that we have ministers, young people, as the president himself is young, and district commissioners and regional commissioners and the principal secretaries and directors. It is not easy, as I said here. We, most of us, involved in politics before, and we engaged in education and politics at the same time, and we forced to get this opportunity. So we make an arrangement that the time has come that we can choose the president of ours to be young, and the president himself has noticed that, seeing in his head that the time has come to appoint my subordinators also the young people. Not like that the elders should not be given the chance. There are some ministers elders. There are some principal secretaries that are elders. Because young generation themselves, they can never do anything without having some advice from elders. So my encouragement to you and to the summit, taking an example of Zanzibar, is the one of the inspiration element to you, coming back to your country doing whatever you can do, join in international politics and national politics, make enforcement in whatever the case you do, helping each other, saying something good each other, because when you are young and when you are making stubborn by yourself, you will never go anywhere. So love each other, helping each other, and that is why you can have stories like these and successful stories like this. We in Zanzibar now, we are connected by young people in every corner of the leadership skills, and that is why our project is done in a very quick manner. And I think here people around it here and participating in these conferences, including our minister, will be witnessed. If you can get a chance to intermingling with some of the ministers and other leaders in our country, you will see by yourself we are more likely the same like you, but the difference, we are giving a very big task and we practicing the skillful leadership and the national politics as we are in a very proper way. Young people have a very enough education as we are, and we have a very good exposure. I think age is just like a number, but our experiences and exposure can work in every possibility, in every position of our country. So our tourism, our blue economy, our heritage, our local leaders, our development in our country is basically controlled by young as you, and I can encourage you that you can do better, more than in Zanzibar, if you come back to your country and practicing what I'm saying in action. So by saying these few remarks, this is it's not like a speech, it's not like a presentation, but I said earlier, I can speak with you, sharing something that you can come back with your country and having things in your head. Thank you very much for listening.
Those claps are not enough for Honorable District Commissioner. A heavier round of applause, please. With respect to both presentations, we'd like to welcome questions now. It's Q&A session. So anyone who has a burning matter with respect to both topics, please feel free to raise your hand and I'll bring the mic. The respective speaker will address it to you. I repeat the topics. We had Glasgow Declaration on Climate Action in Tourism with respect to 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔 Island, but also Honorable District Commissioner gave us insight of the blue economy in Zanzibar. So, karibuni kwa maswali. No questions? We had a question here. Mafunda said you would be the first one. Open the... I'm sorry.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Hamid Salfan from 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕 Island, for your nice presentation. I have a question. Since 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕 Island started, the 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕 Island with its MPA project started in 1992. I'm right? Yeah, 1992. And we know like Zanzibar is an archipelago. We have more than 20 islands. So my question is, have you ever thought like of expanding your project to other islands, as we have more than 20 islands in Zanzibar? And some of them are not used anymore. Some of them have investors, and some of them have already environmentally distorted. Have you ever thought of that thing?
Thank you. So we'll be taking all the questions, then we can address them. Due to time, we can take all the questions, then we can address them. Apologies, I said the district commissioner spoke about blue economy. It's in my head. Yeah, I'm just thinking blue economy right now. But he spoke about leadership, so we'll be asking questions and getting answers from both topics. Any other questions? This is your time. They're here. Silence means two things. We didn't understand the presentations at all, or we're geniuses, we understood everything. No question? Okay, sir. Karibu.
Thank you. We wanted to know, is there any plan that is Chumbe to have another area of conservation? Chumbe is a private company. So up to now, there is no that plan that is Chumbe is going to have another island for conservation. But the government itself, they are looking for investors to other small islands surrounding Zanzibar. It is not 20, but there are 50. So what is Chumbe is doing is like a consultation. Any investors who want to invest, especially if he's dealing with nature conservation, we can consult him. So that is our position up to now.
Thank you so much. You have a burning question? Oh, not even questions. You can even give suggestions, eh?
Thank you. I have a question to the district commissioner about the blue economy. He gave us insights about the blue economy, but I would like to ask any setback to the blue economy, if there's any setback that is not pushing the blue economy to go further in Zanzibar.
Yeah, I think one of the problem we have in blue economy, this blue economy in our country is like a child. You see, so this is the first time that Mr. President has initiated this kind of ministry. So it's like a child. It has to be grown days to day. Something new is kind of have a lot of setback. But I think one of the setback we have is education itself in terms of this concept of blue economy. Some of the people, they think blue economy is only thing related to issue of ocean. But no, this is the issue of mining, because mining in Zanzibar is located in the ocean. This is the issue of different materials located in the ocean. This is about tourism itself. You see, it's one of the blue economy. Zanzibar itself is a service country. And if it is a service country, we dominated on service issues. Like, building hotels, making sports in oceans, making a big conferences like this. See, creating awareness to local people, giving education to our people. And if you ask me which is the setback, I can say mentality and education to people is one of the setbacks we have in the blue economy. Maybe ministers himself is here and he has something to add up. But I think mentality of our people in understanding the whole concept of blue economy in our country is very limited, and we push it over to make it people to understand what the direction of our president, what our president is intended to, to make our country via this blue economy. Because blue economy itself is connected by every ministry in our country. Because when you talked about transportation, it's connected to blue economy. When you talk about education, it's connected to blue economy. When you talk about tourism, it's connected to blue economy. When you talk about investment, it's connected to blue economy. So everything in our country is connected to blue economy. So we are eager, very much eager, and we put our efforts to make our people to understand through different forums. And even now, the Minister of Education has entered into this program by making some of, curriculum directed our people from the beginning to understand the comparative advantages surrounding ourselves. As you Africans, young people, you know that our curriculum has basically based on colonization, and we are being taught by things that we are not even understand them. You see? So now we are changing on curriculum, we are changing on directions, we are changing on giving them education, on understanding basically things surrounding us and how we can utilize them effectively. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, moderator. Thank you very much, this commission. It is true that there is no development without youth. In Tanzania, for example, we are 61 million now, but 50% is under 18. 50% of 61 million is under 18. 70% is under 30. You can see how the youth is. And you can see also, you can witness what this commission has stated here, that the government of Zanzibar is having 17 ministries, and definitely 17 ministers. 5 of them are elder, 12 of them are younger, and I can say they have the same age with me, or they are under my age. And we have done a very good job since 2020 to 2023. We had our programs, and till now we are over 100% implemented. This is how youth and young people are doing their jobs. Therefore, I have to take this time and opportunity to tell you, my same young ladies and maybe their boys or gentlemen, to take your time, think on how to engage in the development of our Africa continent. I said, you are the engine of development. You are the one who can transform the economy of Africa, the politics of Africa. We are tired of what we have witnessed earlier. I don't know why we are fighting each other. New minds, we have to set our mindsets to make sure that we are making positive change in whatever angle, economically, politically, and socially. We have a very good time to make the change. We have to respect our forefathers, but this is our time. This is our time. We have to make changes, and we have to involve and engage ourselves in the development of our Africa. The main challenge of a blue economy in Zanzibar is what has been said by this commission, is a mindset, lack of knowledge. A blue economy is not an old scenario, but it is as new in the minds of our people, particularly the name, blue economy. People experienced on fishing, but the term blue economy is new in the minds of our people. The main duty of our ministry now is to create awareness, and we had so many meetings, symposium and discussion to aware the people what is blue economy and what are resources we have in the ocean, is what has been stated earlier. We have oil and gas in the ocean. We have seabed minerals in the ocean. So many opportunities. And how are we going to conserve our ocean for sustainable use of the ocean and its resources? Tumbe has been asked whether they have a plan to conserve in other areas, but that is a project and the plan of the government to have a conservation throughout the islands. We have Misali Island is under conservation. We have Mnemba Island under conservation, and we have marine conservation areas throughout Zanzibar. That is our plan. And if we don't have any conservation, any preservation, we have already witnessed some area of the ocean in Mediterranean and some others. They are desert of the ocean. And now we are witnessing a desert within the ocean. Therefore, to conserve and preserve and protect the ocean is a vital to us. Thank you very much.
It's always hard to speak when Honorable Minister has spoken. It's like he just takes everything that you had on your mind. You don't even know where to start from. Mine is just a comment on most of the things that have been spoken by honorables that have given their speeches, I think, from the beginning. I think first and foremost, I'm very much impressed with the concept of the blue economy. I think that's something I would like to read more about, and then if there's any material, please give us. We're always willing to learn from Tanzania. It's doing a lot of things the right way. I think that's something that, if we're adopted, can also equally help us in our country. So I would request that I read something about it and write something about it. I also listened when you mentioned about thank you so much. When you mentioned about youth participation in power, I think that always calls for mindset change, because if we closely look at it, most young people are always afraid to get involved, especially in leadership. But I think time has changed now, like you have rightly put it. The cabinet here is made up of a number of young people. Even the minister that I'm representing, Honorable Vera Kantuguli, she's also young. She's just 40 years old, but she's one of the most vibrant ministers in the cabinet. She has got so much fire. Now, you see, with the youth comes innovation. We can always agree on that. I remember earlier this year in April, we had Malawi Tourism Expo. For the first time, it was what would I say? It was one of the best, well-managed expo that has ever happened in Malawi. To the point that some people were asking, wondering if that was indeed an annual event. They thought it was happening for the first time. But what was the success behind that? It was because the minister engaged young people through influencer marketing. And that did magic. she personally sent invitation to each and everyone, but, especially those that have got followers on social media, different platforms. And that made it very colorful. Everyone wanted to get that invitation. Everyone wanted to go, everyone wanted to participate. And in the end, it became a highly publicized event. It only took her decision as a young person to involve fellow young person. So I think it is very important when we, the youth, also accept that responsibility and do it with honest and integrity. I just wanted to comment on that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kelvin. And any other questions? Okay, so I'm taking just two last comments. And after that, we move to another schedule. Make it brief, please.
My name is Musa Ngwara from Pamoja Youth Initiative. Actually, I want to connect sustainable tourism with leadership. As Mr. C said that the president is trying to recruit more youth in his government or in his in the leadership position of this country. But my question, or actually in the question, whatever is what you are going to understand, we have seen that urban planning also can be most of attractive areas for tourism. But the youth, the leaders, we say that who are in position can be moderate 50% is youth, and we always doing something for the next generation. We are always making decisions for the next generation. We see that some areas we say that new towns, but kindly, I mean, it is we say that there is a poor urban planning, and we say that maybe councillors, maybe members of I mean member of House of Representatives are moderate youth. So I want to ask why this happened. Why we say that the youth are very energetic. They can think for the next generation. Why this happened? As we see that the development of our country is kind of is not to that is not in that speed that we say that the leaders that take position are youth. Maybe I can say that who are these young leaders who are in position, who are not who can think in for the next generation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Last question. Very brief, my dear.
Thank you so much for the presentation. My name is Gloria Chasama, and I have a question. How far have you been engaged or are engaging in blue economy, specifically the government? How have the government engaging youth in blue economy? How far is it? Are there programs which youth are attending? Do you have that, or it's still in your plans?
Thank you. Both very good questions. Honorable Minister, I believe they're yours.
Thank you very much. The Ministry of Economy and Fisheries has program of engaging youth in blue economy, as I said, which has 5 priorities, and among them is tourism, sustainable tourism. We have so many programs we have already implemented in youth, including fisheries, fishing, seaweed farming, which is very famous in Zanzibar. If you have witnessed one sister here out, has so many items from seaweed. 8% of seaweed farmers are women here in Zanzibar, 8%, and more than 70% are youth. We have engaged also in training, and there are so many programs now going on. Most of them are purposely to empower youth and women in Zanzibar. Therefore, engagement of youth in blue economy is a priority of the ministry and the priority of the government of Revolution in Zanzibar. No youth is out of our program, and we insist everybody to engage in the blue economy, and we try our level best to make sure that we announce the opportunities for youth available in the blue economy. Therefore, nobody left behind, particularly youth. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Minister. I think I don't have to mention anything related to what ministers have mentioned. It's very correct and clear. But I need one to respond some of the questions related to my friend, brother over here. I think in urban planning, as I told you before, the director of municipality is young here in urban. Myself, I'm district commissioner, I'm young. The regional commissioner is young. The director of town authority is a part of urban, is young. And we sat it down with the president himself face to face and talking to him related to urban issue and planning. And first of all, he told us that I wanted to make a renovation for all the road in town, to renovate, making them new one. So the president has come to the project, which has taken about $100 million US, and that project is intended to make 100.9 kilometers in town, urban, the new one, with walking ways, with garden, with lights. So you can see how town will change. And if you go around, you will see traffic all over in town because of that construction of roads in terms of making transportation to be good in town. One. Second, here in town, there were some football grounds. Now the president has injected about 56 million T shillings, 56 billion T shillings for renovating the ground, because Zanzibar 2017 will be one of the countries that we can engage on AFCON. So the ground of ours will be one used for the AFCON matches in here. So, and that ground, if you're going there, I wish you could go and make a visit over there. There is one big football pitch with FIFA standards, and the 2 pitches for the football ground beside that ground. And also there is 5-in-1 pitches related to football, netball, volleyball, and whatsoever there. And there is a judo ground within that particular campus, and with hotel, with restaurant, and many gyms and everything, which is young people can engage on there and making their fitness. 56 billion shillings. Again, in town, in terms of urban, there is traffic issues. The president has injected a lot of money through ZFSA, constructing the bus terminal in town, within the stone town over there at Malindi. And also, again, there is a bus terminal, because we want to make the town, not every bus is coming in town. We are making 2 terminal buses. One is within town, another one is away from town, but it is within the town. So the other way, at Kijangwani, is for accommodating different buses from, Shamba, from rural areas. And there is a special buses from that area to come in town. Again, if you're going to Stone Town, there is an element and criteria for UNESCO that you can't build new one. You can't even make whatever architecting you want. You have to follow the architecting mode as an heritage determined. So what we did in there, we sit down with people and the government, renovating about 270 houses within a Stone Town. Now it is under the directions of constructing using the government and individual people. Again, what we are doing here in issues of urban, we are giving education to young people, understanding the kind of development we are going on. And if you are looking forward and gather around all over in town, you will see the big changes in terms of planning. Again, in town, we have about 21 gardens. I think you have going anywhere in town, there must be gardens. We have 21 gardens in urban district. And what you are doing in that urban, in gardens, we are engaging different people, private organizations at the president directed as banks and financial institutions, and some other rich people within Zanzibar and outside Zanzibar who are living in Zanzibar, or maybe they have their project in Zanzibar, to make those gardens, to beautify them into modern ways. Now we are starting on 2. I think if you are going to Stone Town, you will see the garden of Burudani, how it's changed now. And we will change all over those 21 gardens within the urban. So, we young people, as I told you before, we are not sitting down and thinking like an old people. We are more fostering, we are energetic, we are doing things in a very quick way. And I think after the 5 years of the presidency, Dr. Hussein Ali Hassan Mwinyi, you will see Zanzibar, not the Zanzibar you think, or maybe you will see Zanzibar. If you are coming next to 3 years or 2 years to come, or even 2 to 3 months to come, you will see drastically changes happen in urban in terms of planning. So we are working on it, and we are very eager to make our country to prosper and enjoying our youngest generation on the power. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable District Commissioner. I think that concludes our Q&A session. Thank you. How many of us have gone outside? We've seen a few tables lined up, correct? So at the moment, I would like to take this moment to welcome our exhibitors. Please make way forward. May we please welcome them with a round of applause. They're going to tell us a little bit about what they were showcasing outside. Very briefly, they will have more time to display and explain everything to you later on. So please, 30 seconds each. Karibuni.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Buluu. I'm a nurse, and I work for the clinic over in Care. So I represent a healthcare center here on Zanzibar. We're together here with home nursing care, which is a new facility you have on Zanzibar, where you can actually get nurses, medical staff going to your home and helping for your care. Outside today, we also have free checkups. So if you guys want to come and have your blood pressure checked and your blood sugar, karibu. We also have a raffle in a collaboration between urban care and home nursing, where you can win, which is up to a total of 450,000 shillings checkup. So you can get your heart, liver, and different things checked. So please come out and join the raffle and get your pressure and blood sugar checked. Okay.
Good afternoon. If you are hungry, please raise your hand. All those who have not raised, they are not going to eat. My name is Francis Wairura, and I am from Honor Stories. So what we do is we help you as a customer, as a tourist, to experience different artifacts, sites, Cornerstone Town, virtually and via augmented reality. Please visit our table. It's really hard to normally explain these concepts because they're emerging. We use emerging technologies, right? So, and you, as an organization in the tourism sector, we help you create experiences that your customers or tourists are going to love. Mfano, if you are working as a tour guide, we can help you create flyers for hizi ambazo zinamtease mtu. Stone Town is like this, come and learn some more. So basically, that is what we do. We use digital storytelling and emerging technologies like augmented reality and virtual reality to create awesome touristic experiences.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sustainable Tourism. Oh, sorry. I even forgot my name because of the benefit of this kind of summit here. Okay, my real name is Mudassir Haji Issa. I'm tour guide from Kuza Cave, so I came here just for presenting my company. Kuza Cave is a cultural center that is located in Jambiani village in a southern part of Zanzibar. So we based on preserving of the Swahili cultures, supporting local community, and even developing tourism. So we came here to support this summit because it shares the same vision and mission to make sure that tourism get development and people benefit on it. Thank you so much. Welcome, Kuza Cave.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ali Diwani, Research and Development Manager for Nature Kilimanjaro Limited. It was established in the year 2000. We are farmers, but in the year 2000 we decided to enter into agro-processing. So we have been supplying cashew nuts to Air Tanzania for the past 7 years. We have a lot of different other products. So welcome to you can get to see the products. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Aisha Said Omar. Brand name is 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔 organic products. I used to make different organic products by using seaweed and neem. As we know, many girls like to use artificial cosmetics for making their skin well, but here we have a solution by using a natural organic product, by using that seaweed, which have many beneficial for your skin, and you will glow naturally. So can you come to my table and visit what I have here is natural cosmetics by using seaweed and neem. Welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is 𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒉𝒕𝒔. I'm a creative designer. Our brand is Africa's. We are a small company that deals with handcrafting. We visualize what you think or what we have in Africa, like these things. We created this to show the beauty. This is flamingo, and it is from Africa. So I welcome you all outside there. We have a lot of things to say. Karibuni.
Hello, the name is Tumaini Maleto. I am representing One Community Tanzania, well, hopefully to become One Community Africa. One Community Tanzania, we aspire to become the next digital central platform for promoting and improvising locally made products to get international standards. So what we aim at is to improve whatever that is being made locally, either by promoting it or by actually giving in expertise to make it better. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Herman Nestori. I am Managing Director of Giallo Africa. Our office is located at Lushoto district area, and our product is concerned about the nature tourism. So our table is outside. You can visit and see us. Thank you so much.
Moderator, I want to ask them one question only.
Yes, please.
Who is the age over 35 years from you?
I am the one.
Only one. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Please make sure to visit all their tables. Everything sounds very interesting. Once again, thank you very much. Yes, free health testing. Remember, guys, get your afya checked. So, guys, Yani, looking at your faces, only one thing can make you happy. Just one thing. Yani, just drum roll me, please. Drum roll. Drum roll. I can't hear the drum roll. It's lunchtime. Okay, but for the moment, please, let us allow the high table to make way first. Thank you very much. Please, Ms. Mafunda, I think you can lead the convoy. The rest we can get packed because this is the end of today's session. We are free. Okay? We are free for today. No more sitting. Guys, I know it's time to remove those ties. Huyu kashatoa na tie. Let us wave them goodbye. In Swahili we say kwaheri. So guys, can we tell them kwaheri? Okay, so honorable delegates, we're going to make our way to lunch right now. But before that, I would like to announce that later on in the evening, Muai, guys, come early. We're going to have karaoke night. And again, I'm going to be your host. We're going to sing the night away. Okay? We're going to sing the night away. Make sure you share the songs that you would like to sing or perform during karaoke night so that we can prepare the background music for you, okay? And there will be winners. Guys, we're going to dance. And yeah, let me just emphasize, we're going to sing and dance the night away. Anyway, enjoy your lunch. Bon appetit.